you have to understand, like, I am legitimately over life right now, but I just had to record myself because this is probably one of the most fascinating Reddit posts I've gotten recommended in a long time. So let's see here. This is a blind reaction, so understand this might actually be terrible, but I mean, it's 1.2k upvotes. Holy, okay. So it says, my husband deleted a bunch of my Pokemon when we got into a fight. Hold on, let me see. What? This is actually very petty. Just like reading this. So this person Ninja Villa comes to the Pokemon GO subreddit, and let's read more. Like the title says, he deleted everything I spent so long working on, from my 4,400 Slocking to anything right above 2,500. My Mewtwo with 2 moves, Garchomp, Metagross, Dragonite, you name it. I've been playing for years. I know it seems silly, but it was all taken from me. I messaged the admins for help and they said they couldn't do anything. That's why they provide the second failsafe. I'm kind of upset. I guess I just need to rant. Wait, why won't they do anything about it? Don't they have a way to tell if it was actually transferred or not? I mean, who in their right mind is going to just be transferring a bunch of... I'm assuming a lot of these are like legacy moves as well, community days. Holy smokes, this is actually kind of insane. So, right off the bat, shame on the husband. I mean, what a petty... Like, I can't even... Oh my gosh, yo. I know it's a video game, but like, imagine going through the lengths to sit there and each time you have to find the Pokemon, transfer. You have to actively be like saying yes, select. Oh my gosh, like how malicious. I mean, this person, oh my gosh, the real question is, do you fix the relationship after something like this? Because I feel like, yeah, you could write it off as it's just a video game, but I feel like this alone, they know that this would hurt this person if they did this. Like, not only are you like taking away a memory, but it's like a mixture of a memory, a time crunch invested into it, and it almost, how could you even play the game after this happens to you? So let's read some of these comments. Transfer your husband to the professor for candy. Oh my gosh, that's a pretty good comment. I'd be surprised if the professor even wanted him to be honest. Exactly right. Yeah, he's likely a Nundo. Even Nundo's a charming. He's a mid-IV Caterpie. There are people who collect Nundos, and here I'd assume like having like a mid-IV is probably worse. None of these are, people are just memeing. Let's read some more that might actually be more serious. Literally abuse. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Like, this is like literally abusive behavior. Agreed, he destroyed something that meant something to you, and he did it to hurt you. That's exactly what I was trying to say. I mean, that's as malicious as it gets. Destroyed things that took her years to earn. It's a him, but yeah, this is textbook abusive behavior. Wait, what? Wait, this is a guy? So is it 2 guys? I'm sorry, I don't know the gender of the original poster. So it's totally... It doesn't change the fact that this is still abusive behavior. It doesn't matter like gender, honestly, in a situation like this. It's just the intent of taking something away from someone they know will actually hurt their feelings, and they apparently won't be able to get it back either. Is pretty insane to me. Delete him, that's messed up. Why are people so petty is beyond me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is like a red flag that if they are gonna go, like, imagine what a person like that in your life will do. Like, they'll go through any ends to try to find some type of leverage against you, and if you're trying to move on or be happy, they're gonna just try to hurt you in any way possible they can. Like, that's pretty insane. Yeah, that's a weird form of abuse, but it's still abuse. Yeah, I definitely think it's abuse 100%, and I think most people who would see this, it's a really weird way to like deal with the scenario. You know what I mean? It's a very specific way, so I would almost assume that both of these people spent a lot of time together playing the game. So it's almost, I really wonder why, you know, like why go to these lengths? I mean, people get in arguments, people get into disagreements, but yeah, I don't know, deleting someone's Pokemon is pretty cruel, especially because it's like, that's your time that you'll never be able to get back either. And I mean, I guess I don't really understand Niantic's policy here either. I mean, I know this has nothing to do with necessarily Niantic 100%. I mean, it's just like a player playing the game and getting things taken away from them from a significant other that they had no control over, I suppose. I mean, it kind of stinks that you trust someone that you can allow them to have access to your accounts on this level, and then they just kind of like abuse that trust. I'm gonna start this by saying, obviously I don't know the specifics of your situation, but I'm commenting this anyway because this behavior is abnormal and alarming for a grown man. I know I'm making a leap here, but I'm going to say anyway. You should be calling a divorce lawyer, not messaging Niantic support. Your husband is a man-child who punishes you when he's mad at you by purposely causing you irreparable harm, i.e. deleting Pokemon you have spent time and energy collecting that are important to you, and that cannot be recovered. This is bigger than deleting Pokemon. Please look for resources in your area if you are to get away from this man. At least, very least, look into getting some form of counseling, individually and as a couple. See, this is pretty good. This is pretty... yeah, because that's a great way to phrase it. I mean, it's really just like the specifics of what they're doing. You know, it's like taking something, say you have something that's a collectible or something that is a one-of-a-kind thing, or even just like a console or a computer, and this person just like breaks that thing or takes it away from you. This person invested many hours to a hobby that they enjoyed and it was all burnt to the ground. That's seriously messed up, right? I'm sure this will do the rounds as internet people not understanding it's just a squirrel, but it wasn't just a squirrel. And this is not just about a game. This extends to how you deal with your relationships in life in general. Like they're married, you know what I'm saying? Like these people are married, and granted, for all we know, this might be normal in their relationship, and we're just kind of getting a glimpse into this window. It's like the person needs to see a therapist for sure. It's not necessarily a bad thing to try to see a therapist and try to talk to someone and get out a better understanding about why your brain is thinking the way it is. It's always good to get a second opinion on a scenario, that's for sure. But holy shit, this is really crazy. Yeah, a lot of people are really mad. You know, I'm glad past the first initial kind of like, they were kind of trying to be silly. I don't know if they were necessarily trying to make light of the scenario. They're just trying to crack a joke at the expense of a husband. But yeah, as I've scrolled down, everyone is just like, seek help, seek counseling. Wow. Soon to be ex, I bet. Change your passwords. Yeah, that's true. Change your passwords. We lived with another couple years ago. During fight, he deleted her Animal Crossing gatekeeper save. You better believe she left him. Oh my gosh. That's a W post right here. I just wanted to cover this story because it's kind of an anomaly that you don't really hear about a lot in the Pokemon Go community. And I'm not trying to frame this. This is definitely on the outskirts of the bell curve of the general player base. I get like they're just kind of posting this to rant. They're saying I'm kind of upset. I guess I just need to rant. Like they're almost diminishing this to themselves. Like they're trying to like downplay it, that it's not that important. So this is very interesting overall. I mean, it sounds like this person's in an abusive relationship and they don't even realize that they're like being abused on this level, because when you read this and look at this almost feels like they don't even realize how bad their scenario is. And I realize now why this Reddit post has blown up, because most people are commenting on how this person is in an abusive relationship. Yeah, key takeaway from this: don't be a shitty human being like this person's husband. Try to be better every day. We're not going to be perfect, but even when you mess up, it's your job to take responsibility and try to improve the quality of your life and the people that love you. So that being said, thanks for tuning into the video. Definitely not the type of mood I expected to be in at the end of reading this, but yeah, I'm kind of glad that we could read this together though, regardless. And yeah, with that being said, the Sass Squad is getting stronger each and every day. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.